Hey, it's Lisa with Body Motion Evolution, and I'm in my room, and I'm going to show you guys a density circuit. What that means is you're trying to put as much exercise into a small amount of space, and you want to keep track. So let's just say, for example, the first exercise on the list is an incline bench press, which I'm going to do actually on the ball. What you want to do is we're going to do each exercise for a minute, but I want you to keep track of how many reps you do in that minute. So the next time you do this circuit or one like it with the same exercise, you want to see if you can beat the number of reps that you do within that minute. That's how you get more density, more work in more work in the same amount of time. That's what makes it a density circuit. So you need a baseline, so this is a good one for that. All right, so I'm just going to walk you through the exercises. Again, it's a 21-minute workout, but actually it's going to last a little longer because you're going to need to take rest breaks in between each circuit. And trust me, you'll see why in a minute. All right, so we're going to start with the incline ball chest press. And again, if you don't have a ball, you can do this on the floor, laying on your back. You can do it on a bench. You can do it, pretty much anywhere you can find a place to get in a reclined position. But I like the incline press because it challenges a different part of your upper shoulders. So I'm grabbing my dumbbells. I always put them on my knees. Get all the way in a position wherever I'm going to be, which in this case is going to be an incline. So I'm going to be right about here. Push them up, bring them up. I have them slightly angled. So if I brought the corners together, they'd be like this. And then actually I'm going to drop my hips down a little bit more. I'm just going to press straight up and down. So there's your incline press. No big deal. Just make sure you're picking a weight that you have to rest somewhere in this circuit. These are 20-pound dumbbells, so I can pretty much guarantee I'm not going to make it through a minute without having to rest. All right, so that's your incline press. And then to get up safely, I always put these on my legs and then stand up and put them down. All right. Exercise number 2 is a jumping lunge. You've seen those before if you've watched any of my videos. So all you're going to do is start here. If you have knee issues, you can just do these as a step back like this. But if you don't, I want to see you get up, switch, up, switch. So if you're doing density training, you're counting how many times, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. you can do in a minute. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, this one I want to go over with you guys because it's called a dumbbell snatch. You've probably seen a barbell snatch if you ever watched weightlifting. They basically grab the barbell and then they bring it up overhead. But today, we're doing a dumbbell snatch. So I'm going to give you an alternative for this too if you don't feel comfortable with it. Because it is a little tricky if you're not if you haven't been working out or if you have any low back issues, do not attempt this unless it's with absolutely no weight whatsoever. So I'll show you from the front first, then from the side. So this is a 20-pound dumbbell. I wouldn't do more than this. If I were you, I would start with maybe a 5-pound dumbbell or 10-pound just to practice. So it's very similar to the deadlift pattern, only it's explosive. So you're going to come forward. I have my other hand behind my back because I don't want it swinging around when I do this exercise. I want my chest big, sticking out. I want my butt back so you can see from the side. It'll look like this. And then I'm going to explode up. I'm not going to bend my elbow. I'm going to come all the way down and use my hips to throw that weight all the way up overhead. And then bring it down slowly. So from the side, make sure you can see me. I hinge forward here. And then with my hips, bam, snap that weight all the way up overhead. All right, so one more time from the front. It's hinged. My knees are slightly bent. And one more thing, you want to hold your breath. It's probably better to hold your breath because you want to be braced in here. You want to be braced back here. So I'm going to hold my breath and bring the weight up overhead. And if you see my feet, I'm almost leaving the ground here. So ready? I'm going to go. I actually do leave the ground. All right, and then bring it back down slowly. So you would do 30 seconds on one arm, 30 seconds on the other arm. If you've tried this and it doesn't feel comfortable to you, I want you to do this instead. a single arm squat and press. So you're just going to squat down, press up. It's a power press, so you're really using your squat to drive the weight up overhead, okay? So you do 30 seconds with that and then switch and do 30 seconds with the other arm, all right? So that is number 3. Number 4 is a dumbbell step up. So you're going to grab your dumbbells. I would say start with a weight that you can step up. So I'm going to put one foot on the step. You can use your stairs. You can use just about anything for this. I'm probably going to go off the screen here, but that's okay. And you're going to lean forward just a little bit because you want to load your glute muscle. Your butt should be working on this one. And then just stand up and then lower back down. You can come all the way off the step if you want. Hinge, squeeze your butt, squeeze your leg, stand up, and slowly back down. And up. I'm keeping my leg on the step because I want to load that leg as much as I possibly can. So that's your step up. So you'll do 30 seconds left, 30 seconds right. Keep track how many you're going to do there. All right, after that, you're going to do a star jump. So if you've never seen that before, it's basically just a big jumping jack in the air. You jump up, your feet come off the ground, up. That's the star jump. So that's pretty intense cardio right there. See, I only did about 4 and I'm already breathing hard. So, but that's a minute. So do as many as you can and rest. And then keep going when you can. All right, and now we got 2 left. There's the push-up superset with a Serratus push-up. The big difference here is when you do the push-up, I hope you'll be able to see this. You're going to go down, come up, and then you're going to protract your shoulders and then bring them back together. So push up, protract, retract, push up, protract. All that means is you're pushing your shoulder blades up, okay? This is sinking down, this is pushing up. You can't see that. You can just skip that part if you're having a hard time with that, but it's basically this. I'm just pushing my shoulder blades out and then coming back down doing my push-up. All right, that's that one. And the very last one is a deadlift. And again, the deadlift, very similar to that, that snatch pattern. This one's a lot safer though, but again, if you have low back problems, I would rather you just do a regular squat, wide leg squat, whatever feels comfortable. But if you don't, I want you to do the deadlift. So you're going to hinge at your hips, push your butt way back. Look at my shins, they don't move. I start to bend my knees right here, and then I come all the way up using my hips to drive forward. From the front, looks like this. The dumbbells go straight down my legs. They're actually touching my legs. Now I'm going to use my hips to drive them forward. So again, from the side, hips are going way back. My back is flat. You see how flat it is? My shoulders are pinned back. I'm not letting my arms fall forward. I'm holding the weights, but I'm not bending my elbows. Reach down, just to about, my hands are about midway down my shins. And then use the hips to stand up. Don't hyperextend your back though, just go right here. Okay, so that's the whole circuit. So, again, it's 21 minutes from start to finish, but that one will probably kick your butt. At least it'll kick mine because I'm going to do it after I finish this video. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to comment or message me on Facebook. And again, this is Lisa with Body Motion Evolution. I hope you enjoyed that, that density training. And again, don't forget, every time you finish an exercise, just have a little chart. Write the exercise down, and then write down how many reps you got done in that minute and for all the exercises. And you can even try to beat that number in your, you're doing this 3 times, by the way. As you probably figured that out, 7 exercises times 3 is 21 minutes. But anyway, you want to write them down, and then the next time you do them, you can see if you can beat that rep count for the next set. And then even try to beat it again. But by the 3rd set, you're probably going to get pretty fatigued. Take as much rest as you need in between the circuits. I suggest at least a minute. You might need more. It's fine if you need to take more. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you soon. Bye.